So today, YouTube, I'm going to show you my version of the homemade bowling ball cleaner, or a ball sweater as I like to call it. Shout out to Sean Parkinson. I know you're going to make jokes. So all you need is a box, which I picked up from work. Cut off 2 of the flaps. Heck, you can cut off 4 of the flaps. Make yourself a hole in the top in one of the corners. Don't do it directly over the middle. In the middle, or close to the middle, is where you should make your hole for your digital thermometer. Tape up all the edges that you can. Make yourself a vent flap to be able to leak out excess hot air, because you're going to need to. This is a special cleaning stuff that a friend of mine named RJ recommended. It's great. We'll get to that later. That comes to the end when your balls are hot. Microfiber bowling ball cleaning towel for when you're ready to clean your ball. Hair dryer. Your wife, daughter, girlfriend, she'll let you borrow one. Don't burn it up. She won't get mad. Digital thermometer. Don't use a regular thermometer. Digital thermometer is so much better. Meat thermometer. Bowling ball, obviously, that needs to be cleaned. Everyday towel. Don't use a good one. Your wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever. You'll never hear the end of it, even though it washes out. Now here's the bowling ball in question. This is the one my wife bought me for Christmas. This has got about 12 games on it. You can see the oil and residue that's built up in the track and in places. So the purpose of this is they sell an item. The cheapest one I've seen is $189, and it looks like a crock pot. You stick your bowling ball in it, and it sweats it. It heats it up so that the surface, the pores in the bowling ball open up, and the oil from the lanes, dirt, whatever else, sweats out the surface. I'm not paying $189 for that thing. So I saw on YouTube a fellow cheapster had come up with something. There's ones where people use totes and do all this cutting and all this other stuff. That's a lot of pain in the butt, a lot of work, and a lot of trouble, and things that you have to buy, namely this humidifier piece, which is $100. Why not just buy the crock pot thing? The box was free. All the other stuff you probably have if you're into bowling. So the goal here is to get the internal temperature of this box to stay between 150 and 165 degrees, no more, no less. Time, that's up to you. I usually let them run for about 20 to 25 minutes. That gets the surface nice and hot. The pores really open up, and then you just pop the box off, apply your cleaner, and clean. Once we get it set up, we'll come back, show you my setup that I've got. Then we'll skip forward to the end, and I'll show you what it looks like coming out. You'll be able to see the oil that's draining off of and glistening on the ball, and then that'll be it. See you in a few. So here's my setup. Obviously, as you can see, we've got our hair dryer going. It's on high. The towel fold up around the edges. Got some extra boxes of magic cards for some weight to help hold the towel and to help hold the box down, because the air pressure will push the box up. Air escapage is your worst enemy. And as you can see, our temperature is steadily climbing, and once I get to about the temperature that I want to get to, I will adjust my vent flap. I'll remove some of the tape and let the air push it out. The air rushing out will hold it out more, and it will reach an equilibrium of about, I've been able to achieve about 158 to 159 degrees constantly. The key here is just letting it go in time, 20 to 25 minutes, and I'll see you in a few. There's our temperature climbing. Be back in a minute. So time's up. Pick off our hair dryer. Remove our weights. Now, I've chosen to use a white extra towel that we have because it will show you, hopefully, how much stuff is sweating off of it. And I can tell you just by this that I can feel how much of it there was that had bled out onto the surface. And it's a little hard to see, but it's shown up. And then what I like to do is because the ball is nice and hot, that's a good time to apply a good amount. Rub it on, and then clean it off. This cleaner is amazing. It really is. But I have discovered that when you do it like this, with the extra heat, the surface of the ball being heated up, and all that good jazz, it makes it easier for the cleaner to get down in and draw out leftover residues, things like that. It's a little easier to see now. So what I've discovered that works honestly the best is that first time I take it out and clean it, that gets a lot of the stuff that's in it, and it also helps that cleaner get down into the ball. So then what I do is I'll put it back under the box for about 10 minutes and let it do one more round. That gives the excess cleaner that I've tried to get as much of it as I can off, but there's still some. Let it soak down into it, heats the ball back up, then bring it out and use a nice good rough towel, and it gets down into the pores and really helps get out a lot of what's there. So see you in about 10 minutes and we'll show you the finished product. Okay. So we are back. Killer hair dryer. Pull out the thermometer. An important note for this is make sure that when you're doing this, you put your finger holes face down. And whether you can hear it or not, when this is applied to a very hot bowling ball, you can hear it sizzle, and it makes a world of difference. Really does. Once again, I'd like to thank my friend RJ, who's on our bowling team. He and his dad were the ones that told me about this cleaner because I expressed some concern about having this beautiful ball that my wife bought me for Christmas. And obviously, you know, the albino guy has to have a white ball, or a set of them at least. And I don't like the fact that it gets dirty. My OCD kicks in and bugs me. So, looks much better. There's some places where it's just not going to come out, and that's just from, it's just not going to, that's all there is to it. It's just the way that it is because of the properties of the surface of the ball and the way that they made it. But it does make a major difference. I would recommend, don't try the oven thing. I've never had it from personal experience, but I've seen absolutely terrible results from that. And you don't want that to happen, especially if it's a new ball or if it's an older ball that you love and you're trying to rejuvenate it. I had a ball made. It was a gift once again from my wife. It was an international release ball. It was very hard to get, called the Strike Machine. And beautiful red ball. After a while, no matter what I did, just didn't hook the way it was supposed to. One run through this and it was back to like the day it came out of the box. So I hope this helps you. If you're a cheapster like me and you're looking for a good way to keep your bowling balls clean and really soak the oil out of them, I'm telling you, this works. All you need: digital thermometer, hair dryer, a box, and a little bit of time. Hope you like it. Have a great day.